Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for injective price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis, and starting off the daily chart for an overview for the bullish and bearish scenario. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 toward the upside, finished a wave A or a wave 1, and A, B and a C toward the downside, finishing a wave a B or a wave 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after is followed of course for a wave C, finishing a wave A, B and a C, or finishing a 1, 2 and then 3, 4 and a 5 continuation toward the upside. Now in case you are in a double 1, 2 here, it is also another third bullish scenario, which it might be of course much more bullish, where we have of course an impulse again and a wave 2 probably in ABC correction, and looking for higher prices. Those were of course the bullish scenario, where we are looking in three scenarios toward the upside, where your bearish scenario can be a longer correction toward the downside, meaning this can turn into a wave A, B and a C toward the downside. However, of course, what you would like to see of course is a finished wave C only here and a moving for higher in case you are in bullish scenario. So of course a lower price is still recommended of course to finish this wave toward the downside, hitting the 1-to-1 fib level 1.05 as a regular flat, 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, and probably having a several 1-2s, which we're gonna see of course much more closer on the 4-hour chart. Now we have hit, as you can see, the 0.38 fib level. This is a minimum required fib level, of course, in case you are in a wave 1 and a 2 here. You are requiring at least the 0.38 for a wave 2 to move towards the upside for a massive wave 3 impulsive, of course, and finishing of course, a bull run with a 4 and a 5 again after the wave 3. Now let's take a closer look on the 4-hour chart inside this area to see what's going on. So inside this area, we are looking of course at an A, B and a C toward the downside here. Of course, this is your wave A, where you have 3 waves down in WXY, and then of course another WXY as well here, or even A, B and a C. This can be an impulse of course, while here of course is a WXY, because of course your wave Y is a zigzag. Now in this area we are looking of course here at a double 1-2 probably, or even a double 1-2 as 1-2 1-2 here, and then another 1-2 3 4 5 4 5. Yeah, so this is probably we have several 1-2s here. Your wave 1 2 3 4 and a 5 probably here is also questionable a little bit. So if you take a look, this is of course your low. If we take the low here, as you can see, there is a very small tiny gap, which it might be of course a truncation here for a wave 5, because this looks a little bit impulsive 1 2 3 4, and this is a very characteristic of a wave 4 and a wave 5. Therefore it is very possible that this is your wave 1 here, of course, and I believe that on some charts, on some exchanges platform, have of course this wave 1 taken the low. Yeah, probably. Yeah, so these are therefore therefore, it is preferably, of course, to take or consider this as a wave 1, and then you finish a wave 2. And your second wave 1 here might be, of course, in the yellow scenario, where you have finished a wave 2 as well. So in this case, of course, you are currently in the yellow scenario, where you are looking to a 1, 2, and then 3, and currently you are in a wave 4 here, and then looking for, of course, wave 5 to finish this wave 3 in the yellow first. Your wave 4 here is an ABC, of course, A, B, and a C toward the upside. Invalidation point is given since the last time. It is still the same. It has not been touched yet, the 17.3, where your price action can of course interfere with your zone 1 here. And once this happens for a wave 4, interfering in the zone 1 means of course invalidation of the impulse. Does that mean bullish directly? Of course, it doesn't mean directly bullish. You need, of course, probably to move toward the downside, make a range, and then start to move for higher prices. However, because the price action doesn't look impulsive here, there is an impulse pattern, or a contracting diagonal. Therefore, you have very low possibility to be, of course, bullish, unless you transform this into 1, 2, and then probably 3, 4, and a 5, of course. And as you can see with the wave 3, it can break this invalidation, move toward the downside, and then continuation toward the upside, forming a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, probably, of course. Now, in this case scenario, we are looking at highest probability still for the bearish, and you're still, of course, looking here at a finished ABC, and you're looking for a wave 3 to be finished impulsively as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and probably again 4 and a 5 again to finish the final wave 3, 4, and a 5. Now, with this wave, you're gonna finish probably, of course, a wave A, and which is your bearish scenario, or probably a wave 2, which is your bullish scenario. So this is a crossroad between bullish and bearish. In case you are bearish, you have finished, of course, a wave A in 3 waves, A, B, C. So A, B, and a C. After this, you might see 3 waves up, and then continuation toward the downside for a massive wave C, of course, to finish, of course, for lower. This is your wave B here in the magenta. And if you are in a wave 2 here, that you have finished 3 waves and you're ready to move for bullish, therefore, of course, you want to move for higher prices, as we saw on the daily here, finishing this 3 waves toward the downside and moving for higher, taking the high, of course, for a new all-time high, which, of course, it can be your wave 3 in your blue scenario. Now, if we are bearish, as I mentioned as well on the daily, you might, of course, move higher again, but of course, you would like to finish a wave C perfectly in the fib levels green zone, which are the perfect fib levels for a wave 2. Yeah, so this can be 1, A, B, and a C for a wave 2, and then continuation towards the upside. That was it for Injective. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.